Hi guys, I'd like to address the common question I get from friends, colleagues, and just from anyone I meet along the way whenever I talk about Israel. And the common question is, how can we help Israel? How can we support them? And so I would like to give you some groups that I have been supporting, and I hope that this will help you have an idea where to extend or how to send your help for Israel. I would like to start with One for Israel Ministry. One for Israel Ministry is a ministry in Israel that has the only Christian school in the country. It provides food and equipment, supplies to the soldiers on the ground. They try to reach the most dangerous spots where the needy soldiers are to provide food, because sometimes the soldiers run out of food. And they also have a very powerful music ministry. Please patronize that as a way of support also. They're all on YouTube. They have very powerful praise and worship vocalists and leaders, praise and worship leaders. They have Joshua Aaron. Sometimes they have Sheila Benho. They have Francis, and they have all others. I just don't remember, but they are all very, very powerful and powerfully anointed singers. And they also provide foods, clothings, and any kind of support they can give to the displaced families from the war-stricken areas out of the October 7th savagery. And those are just a few of what they do. We also have Israel, CBN Israel. CBN Israel is one powerful team that is led by the one of my favorite bureau chief, Chris Mitchell. This group CBN is with Chuck Halton and all the rest of the guys. They provide us with any news about Christians all over the world, and news of current events, political, socio-political, and also most especially of what's going on in Israel, whether in the military, in the government, in the on those boots on the ground, and also of those victims during the October 7th, the miracles of the Lord during those times and these times. They provide us anything that is worthy of knowing and being very informative, especially about the victims of the October 7th. They try to make us understand and know what's going on with the victims, their therapy, the soldiers and the that have been wounded, and all these things. So do support them. It's a very loving group. We also have this group, the IFCJ, the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, led by its president and CEO, Yael. Yael is a very cute woman that has been mentored by her father in this ministry. And this ministry has touched my heart, my life, years before, because I have known that they are support and they are providing foods and taking care of the Holocaust victims in Europe. Those who could not even are able to move out of their beds or out of their houses. They serve hot meals. That's what touched me the most, that they serve hot meals directly to the beds of the Holocaust victims, the oldies in Europe. And of course, they are also active now in Israel, their homeland. So they need also help because they're directly really working with the needs of the victims, the displaced families, and the soldiers and the Holocaust survivors continuously. So we also have ISN. I have been supporting ISN's project on building bomb shelters for Israel for years now, even before October 7th. I love that project because it really gives cover on the lives of the Jews, or the Israelis. And the project of ISN, or its Supernatural Network, under the leadership of Pastor Seed, has been very significant, especially after October 7th, especially now when we know that there's this barrage of rockets, these rockets that are being launched by all the seven enemies of Israel, and they come like rain over Israel. So I hope that you can also choose this as your way of helping Israel. And we also have this. This is Aliyah project under the Larry Hook Ministries. Pastor Larry and Sister Lise are also actively bringing home Jews from all over the world to their homeland Israel. For me, I just can feel the Lord has just a divine reason why Aliyah Project is very important. How could a divine God want to see all his children by order, by mandate, that he wants to see all his children, all his people in one anointed place, in his beloved city, Jerusalem, or Jerusalem, or Israel, the Holy Land. This is where the eyes of God is centered on. Of course, we can find the Lord, the Holy Spirit, anywhere we are, but this is where he said would love to meet his people. And that's why Aliyah Project is also very important. They also have other projects for Israel. They help in other ways, so you can check it out with them. This is also TBN. I also love TBN Israel because this is where I watch these interviews with Prime Minister Netanyahu, with Dr. Philip, and they feature Israel and the Middle East through Yair and Matthew. They have this show where Matthew and Yair are brainstorming or are exchanging and sharing about the Middle East, about Israel, their culture, tradition, about the military, about the government, about insights, about the Bible, about especially because they were former IDF, or they are in the IDF, so they can really share the realities of being the boots on the ground. And they have that show, My State, and the Boots on the Ground, under Yair. And all others, I love to hear also Mr. Rosenberg of Joshua's Fund here, and all other very beautiful hearted people of God. They are on TBN. I cannot name them all, but you can find it out. And I got this from discovering the Jewish Jesus Ministry from Rabbi Snyder. Pastor Rabbi Snyder loves to teach the Bible from the lens of a Jew, because Jesus, Yeshua, is a Jew, was a Jew. So I love that. I love that because I realized when the Lord led me into that way where I have to understand or study the Bible from the lens of a Jew, not only through Rabbi Snyder, but there are others like Rabbi Jonathan Kahn and all the others have been teaching, Rabbi Sobel. These are all good sources of understanding in the Bible from the Jewish lens. And it gives a lot of revelations when we hear it from the Jewish lens. And also, we have the ministry of the amazing Major Amir Charfati, Behold Israel. They have a free app and called Behold Israel, and also they have this new network called Connect. I have watched their first episodes. It's very, very enriching. It's so wonderful, so anointed when Major Amir Charfati and the professors from the One for Israel ministry. These are Bible teachers. They're well renowned, and they share in an anointed way, they share about the teaching of the Bible on that network Connect, and you can also support that. And also, we are being encouraged by Amir Cherfati to go to his Telegram channel, where he shares the most important and most realistic insights, events about what's going on, especially in the war of Israel. Those things that he cannot show on Facebook, he can do that on Telegram chat. No, so it is he teaches the Bible all over the world, including the Philippines, and he can give us the meaning of the Bible, the insight of the Bible, in relevance to how it is viewed, how it is construed in our present time. And those prophecies, those letters, those events that happened thousands of years ago, how are they relevant to our current times? So in such a time as this, it's very important to also support and help Israel through prayers. It is praying for Israel that we can really connect to the heart of God over Israel. And I love Israel because I got inspired by the word of Jesus to the woman who was fetching water from the well of Jacob. Jesus told the woman, da da da, and yes, salvation comes from the Jews. So that really inspires me, and I really respect it. Builds my respect for the Jews, that no matter what are their flaws, what are their imperfections, I always remember that all the mandates of the Lord were first mandated to them. They made offerings. They were asked to make offerings, sacrifices, do this, do that, come to this, go there, and they were placed in battles. They were punished. They were saved. They were delivered. They were punished again. They would be saved. They would be delivered. But they are being forwarded to the main destiny. They are always moving forward with the grace of God, and the moving forward in the providence of salvation by the Lord through Israel is also the moving on forward, the progress of salvation for the world. So God, Israel is the apple of God's eye, not just because of Israel itself, but it is because it represents the world. It is the main people for the salvation providence of God for the whole world. And so it is unthinkable for us to act as if we can just go ahead of everyone, including ahead of Israel, to the finish line of salvation, and just say, oh yeah, I can rejoice, I'm saved, I memorized the Bible back and forth, and back to front to back, and have done all this wonderful good deeds and good works, and I've donated. But then, if you left Israel in your life of faith, it is unthinkable. It is not possible, because the Lord will always have a heart for the sacrificial Israel, for the self-sacrificing Israel. It's from the time of Abraham until there was Jacob, is called Israel, until there is this people, until he made it a nation, and now there's no turning back. It has to be to the world. So I thank Jesus for that word, not just for Genesis 12:12, that bless those who bless Israel, curse those who curse them, and that God's name is written on them. But then it's because of the word of Jesus that really makes my heart beat for Israel, that salvation, my salvation, I owe it to the Jews. from the time of Abraham up to the time of the second coming of Lord Yeshua Mashiach. So Toda Rabah, Baruch Hashem Adonai, blessed is the name of the Lord. Baruch Hashem Bishem Adonai, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. And Toda Rabah, everyone. Thank you so much. Also Israel for our salvation as Gentiles. And don't forget, everyone, declare it. Am Israel Kai.